What I'm saying is that if the conversation about dressing a minority of
that ain't
racism
working.
with it,
No, that's not going to happen. We don't do racial double standards. We're not going to do that. Everybody's racism gets called out. You want us to
okay,
practice some kind of
well
weird
then be
racial?
okay,
No,
but
because
be
what you
willing.
want? No. Because what you
Okay,
want is white privilege. That's
no, I
called white
don't. No, I don't.
privilege. Yes, it
I'm not
is,
white.
sir.
I'm not.
We can't. You can sit here and criticize us for saying something you don't like, but we can't call out the vile anti-black racism that comes from your community because it'll make people not like you. So that's a privilege that you're trying to employ, which is white privilege, sir. We ain't going for that. No, everybody's going to get called out. You're not going to get away with sitting up here practicing anti-black racism.
Tariq, all I'm trying to do is
All
to
you're trying to
protect.
do is practice anti-black racism, and
I'm
we're
trying
not
to
going for
protect
that,
Jewish
sir.
people from being shot, from being
And I'm trying
genocided.
to protect black people from getting
So then,
beat
how
down,
can Jewish
shot.
people and black people work together to address the concerns that Jewish people have of certain people within the black community espousing anti-Semitism, and
But
simultaneously the
how are you?
concerns that
How?
black people have about?
But how are you? You're trying to protect the anti-black racists within your community. So how are we going to work together, sir? How's that going to work?
No, I'm not trying to protect. I want to root out that racism,
No,
but
you're
not
not.
if it,
No, you're
not
not.
if it
You're
opens up Jewish people to a literal genocide.
okay.
If
Okay,
getting rid
stop
of
it.
racism
No,
at the behest of,
stop.
hold on. I mean, are you going to just?
No, because what you're saying is ridiculous. What you're saying is, hey, genocide them, not us. No, nobody should be genocided. And we're not going to sit here and allow people to practice anti-black racism. And then when we say, hey, we don't want that, well, you're the real anti-Semite, and we're going to punish you and justify your group being punished. No, we're not going for that, sir. That's just anti-black racism. We're
Tariq,
not going for that.
that's not what I'm saying. I think we can
That's
have a
exactly
nuanced
what you're saying.
No, I want it
You're
to be
not
called.
calling
I
out.
want it to be.
You're not calling out the anti-black racists within your community that practices real racism, not just somebody saying something, not some
It's
bipolar
not
rapper.
when someone goes in and shoots up a synagogue. It's not someone just saying
That
something.
ain't
Okay.
black folks doing that. Go holler at the white
But it's the
supremacists.
rhetoric being
No,
perpetrated
it's
by
not.
black
Stop that.
celebrities that's leading.
That it ain't. Stop with that lie that black people are making the white supremacists racist. Stop it. Stop it. Kanye West is not making the white supremacists radical. Stop it. Blaming black
Yeah,
people,
yeah, because
blaming black people for what? Blaming black people for white
I'm not
supremacy
blaming
is
black people
anti-black. Yes,
collectively.
you are. Blaming black people for white supremacy is anti-black racism, sir. You're not calling out the
So,
race, and
so how are you going to stop
also
Jewish people from being killed? What are you going to do to protect Jewish people?
holler at the white supremacists. They're the ones doing it. What are you going
White
to do?
supremacists, tell me what white supremacist has a bigger platform than Kanye West?
Kanye West don't run nothing. White
Kanye West
society can shut Kanye West down.
he's the biggest anti-Semite in this country right now. And
Stop
the fact
it.
that so many black people are silent about it when his rhetoric will directly lead
Stop.
to Jewish people being genocided is insane. You
No,
cannot
it's
have an
not.
open
That's
you
not
cannot have an
true.
open Tariq.
That's
And you
not
and I will
true.
disagree about this. We can scream about this all day long. But at the end of the
You're
day,
just
I'm of
doing
the
I'm white and I say so, sir. This is
I'm
literally
not
I'm white
white.
and I say so. This is I'm white
I'm
and I
not
say so. You're just saying,
that's
which
not
is
what I'm saying is that if you want to
making
address
false
it, you got to figure.
accusations, saying that Kanye West is the biggest anti-Semite in the country when you have all of these white nationalist groups out here and you got the Proud Boys and people like that out here. You had thousands of people in Charlottesville who were white running around with tiki torches talking about the Jews will not replace us. And then they actually killed somebody. And you're sitting here talking about Kanye is the real anti-Semite and he's the biggest one. Really? That's not white and I say so, sir. That's just,
You wouldn't have known who Nick Fuentes was a week ago if it wasn't for Kanye West. So, you know,
dude, if you don't stop. I've been going at Nick Fuentes for damn near 5 years. Me and Nick Fuentes, we've been going back and forth with each other. I've been calling these dudes out, guy. Come on now, stop it. I call out all forms of anti-black racism from white supremacists, sir. That's what we do as black people, you see? And to sit here and say that it was your community who stopped white supremacy in America in the civil rights movement, did you say that with a straight face? Peter?
Of course, I said you never even wanted to jump into the conversation. You wanted to go
Yeah,
back to the
yeah.
origins
There
of it.
was so
You
much
and
to
I wait, hold
unpack.
on. You
But
and I had
Peter,
a conversation about the
Peter,
slave ships, and then you stopped the conversation there. I was about to list off several Jewish civil rights leaders that played an integral role within the civil rights movement. If it hadn't been for that, African American people would be living under Jim Crow if it wasn't for Jewish people in this country. And to this day,
how?
in fact, it
Prove
wasn't
it.
until the
Prove it.
1990s that South Africa was living under apartheid, and that was if it wasn't for the entire Western world pushing on that, and Jewish people, especially Jewish human rights activists, they would still be living under apartheid. Black Americans owe a debt to the Jewish community for the civil rights movement. If you want to be
How?
frank,
Okay, please explain to me how. How?
you and I went in. There was a myriad of civil rights figures that you don't even choose to acknowledge. You know, all of the work that happened behind the scenes to create this equitable society. It's almost as if Jewish people are invisible to the black community. And despite all the sacrifices that Jewish people made in order to create a more equitable society for Jews and black people and and Asian people and Hispanic people, it's non-existent. And all
Okay,
we do is we get
who?
our faces spit
Name
on
them.
by
Okay,
black people within
name
the
who.
community.
Okay, stop. You're just
And
rambling
then
on.
I got to come up
Who?
here, and I have to come up to you, who
You're
you have
rambling.
300,000.
Okay, you rambling because you're deflecting because you're just saying some bullshit and you can't prove what you're saying. Who? I'm asking you to name who. Name these people that black people owe a debt to. Who the hell do we owe a debt to in your community? Please tell me. If you say the NAACP, man, Peter, you better not say the NAACP. Do you really want to play that game?
What about the Anti-Defamation League?
R-
You don't think the Anti-Defamation League has been around since what? The 1930s? What other civil rights movement has represented black civil rights leaders throughout the entire thing? All those
Are you
legal bills,
serious?
all those
Did you
legal
go there?
fights.
Peter, did you really go there, Peter?
I can give you numerous examples. We can talk about Dina
Peter,
Williamson. We can Martin Aber.
oh, Peter, let's slow it down. Did you really go there? Did you say the ADL, Peter? Peter,
I'm here. I'm listening.
Peter,
What is the contention that you have
the
with what I said?
Anti-Defamation League was started because an anti-black
No, no.
Jewish man
This is we're not
tried
even
to.
go that. No, that's
Yes, I'm going there. Yes, I am. They tried to pin a murder on some black people, and it didn't work. That's when the Anti-Defamation League was formed because they didn't get the chance to pin a murder on a black person who didn't do it. It was a white Jewish man who murdered a kid. They tried to pin it on a black person. It failed. And they said, hey, we need to have white privilege.